Hello, my friends, and welcome to our two-night camping adventure. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh, I am really excited. We get to, instead of just a single overnight, we get to do 2 nights on this trip. So I'm really looking forward to it. So my friends, y'all buckle up, grab you a beverage of choice. I'll get red going. And let's head down to that campground. I'm excited. So everybody out there, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care. I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, well, we made it down here, and here's our little campsite for the next couple of nights. Got red situated, got a little campfire ring here in the back. We got some nice trees around us, and well, there's actually quite a bit of activity in the campground right now. But be that as it may, let's grab a seat, my friends. Holy cow. Brought the big cooler. Let's have a seat, my friends. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh my gosh, we get 2 nights. Oh, but one thing about tonight, we're getting down here a lot later than I typically do when I get to the campground, but that's kind of the price I had to pay to get 2 nights in, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. Oh my gosh, and the campground has got quite a bit of activity in it. There's a good number of campers in here. Maybe they're ready for that, or well, the temperatures are fantastic. It's probably in maybe the upper 70s. Tonight it's going to get down into the 50s, and tomorrow is just going to repeat. But some of the leaves are starting to change, but not many. It's kind of getting, we're getting a slow start to that fall color change. And I can hear a bunch of kids hooping and hollering in the background. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not. Oh my goodness. But since we're getting down here a little later than I typically like to get at the campground, tonight we're going to just do some classic campfire roasted hot dogs for dinner. And just relax for the evening. But tomorrow, we're going to have a big old breakfast. I'm planning on making some biscuits and gravy, because I want to need a little extra fuel tomorrow, because I'm planning on, well, I brought all my fishing stuff. So I plan to, sometime after breakfast, we're going to pack up and go head to a lake somewhere. We're going to go find a place to fish. I've got a couple of spots in mind we're going to try, so if we don't have a lot of luck at the first one, we'll move to the second one, and well, we'll just see how the day goes. But it's pretty nice. We get the full day and tomorrow night, so there's no rush. We can take everything at our leisurely pace. Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that. Well, my friends, we probably got probably about a half an hour or so, and we'll get that campfire going and roast some hot dogs. But I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventures. This is going to be a nice one. So everybody out there, y'all take care, and we'll catch up when we're ready to get that fire going. All right, my friends, I'll get this campfire going real good and we'll get those hot dogs roasted. I'm getting hungry. All right, let's get these going. Now this is my favorite hot dog fork. This one big long piece of metal. And you get two on there pretty easily. And I like putting them on there instead of going sideways. This way I just grab it with the bun and slide it right off. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get to roasting, my friends. Well, they've both officially split open now, my friends, so I think I'm ready to plate up. Be right back. All right, my friends, we're all plated up. Oh, my goodness. Let's see how these dogs came out. Oh, mercy. That is good stuff. It's no wonder that hot dogs on the campfire are popular when you're camping. Oh. My friends, our sun is setting fast, but we did get down here late, so these things happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll get through at least one of these, probably stoke that fire up, and then probably make me another one. That joker was good. Oh, but my friends, appreciate you hanging in there that long. And well, I want to eat dinner, stoke up this fire, and then call it an early night so we can have a nice breakfast tomorrow. So everybody out there, y'all take care. I'll see you in the morning. Wow, that is good. All right, my friends, so I've been sitting here after, well, what I thought I was done eating dinner, and just one more just sounded good. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna cook one more up and then call it a night. Y'all take care. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you, my friends. Now I've got some coffee. It means let's get to cooking. I'm ready for some biscuits and gravy. Holy catfish. So I've got, this is just Jimmy Dean regular breakfast sausage. I already got it put in the pan. So we'll get that, well, as soon as we get that browned up, we can throw all our other stuff in there and get this gravy going. There we go. All right, my friends, well, we'll be back directly. All right, my friends, well, our sausage is all browned up, so I turned the heat off and it was still steaming pretty good, and I made the biscuits before we came down here. So this is a little camping trick. As the sausage was still steaming, I just set the biscuits in there right on top of it to warm them up, you know, nice and soft, and it does the trick. So we got that done. I'm gonna set these over here and cover them up. All right. There we go. All right, so now let's make that gravy. Now this is what I use, especially camping, is Pioneer Country sausage flavor gravy mix. And this is how I put it together. Not exactly the way the directions say, but it works out pretty good. And this is great, so you don't have to measure and bring other stuff. It's just a packet that you can just keep in whatever container that you bring. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of water. And the way I make it, it comes out pretty thick. You can definitely eat it with a fork. 1 cup of milk. I have whole milk here. You can use whatever preferred milk you want to, but the milk makes it richer and thicker. There we go. Let's get this mixed in here. Now all we have to do is just bring it up to a simmer and just let it go till it gets to the consistency that you like, which for me, again, is pretty thick. All right, my friends, when we come back, we'll be ready to probably have breakfast. Oh my gosh, just smelling this, I'm getting so hungry. All right, my friends, well, I'll let this sit here and cool for a few minutes. The gravy and the coffee, they're both still pretty hot. But, oh my gosh, it smells fantastic. So let's get into one of these jokers here. Oh my goodness, and that's a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner. Holy catfish, that's good. And pardon me, letting the biscuit steam a little bit over the sausage right before we actually made the gravy. Oh, it just softened them right up. Holy catfish. Oh, all right, my friends, well, our plan for today is I'm going to get through breakfast here and get our mess cleaned up. Then we're going to head down and see if we can find us a nice body of water to throw a line in. So appreciate y'all hanging in there this far. Y'all take care, and I'm going to eat breakfast. Fantastic. It's got a little bit of spice to it. Oh, but oh, it's so good. And I'm not a breakfast person, but I'll take this any day. All right, my friends. Well, we're on our way to the lake. Let's hope we have some luck today. All right, my friends, we made it down here. And this is we're going to make our first attempt. So let's get set up and get to fishing. There we go. Now it's just sit around and wait. By the way, there's a bridge right behind us. My friends, I know it's hard to see. I can see it better without looking through this camera. But that is a bobber out there in the middle of the lake, and it is moving. I've been watching that joker here for about 5-10 minutes. But because where it's at right now, it was just straight off the end of my pole, and now it's moved all the way over there. So somebody lost a fish and a bobber. Holy cow. All right, my friends, we're up here to Casey's getting us some coffee. And we're going to head to another spot. Saw some neat stuff. We'll talk about that later. And no fish. All right, my friends. Well, we got red fired up, so let's go. All right, my friends, we're going to move up here. Watch right behind that tree. I'm going to try to forget the camera here. I just got stopped. There it goes. Turkey. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of them. Oh, I can zoom in. Look at that. We're seeing all kinds of nature today, but nothing on the end of our fishing pole. Look at that joker. All right, they're probably going to scatter here in a second. There's just a big drop off right there. I don't think we're going to see him again. Wow, that was crazy. All right, let's keep going. We're almost there. All right, my friends, we have made it to our second destination. And this is a nice little lake. I've been here before. I like this lake, but I want to show you something. Let me move over here. Not too high into the weeds. But if you can see that right there, that's a couple of persimmon trees. Holy catfish, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. All right, my friends, well, let's get some gear and get set up. All right, my friends, we're ready for round two. Still have a little left. Oh, come on. Eat it. Just tapping. Swing and a miss. All right, we'll get it back out there, but at least that's something so far. I just started to rebait this other one because it's been sitting there doing nothing, and Joker's back. All right, mean business this time, buddy. See what we're dealing with. Oh, mercy. Come on. That's something. I'm just going to hit the release and let that Joker eat it. Tangled up my other pole. I'll get rebaited and get this other one out. We'll deal with him some more. Yeah, it's just every now and then, it's just bounce, bounce. Oh my goodness. Well, there we go. All right, my friends, it's been great sitting out here by the water, but I think I'm ready to head back to camp. Right now, I'm just feeding something out there. But I'm not complaining. All right, well, I'm going to get things packed up, and well, I'll see you back at camp. Oh, my goodness. And we're back, my friends. have a seat. Oh, I went ahead and got red all set up already, so we can just relax. Cheers to you, my friends. Ooh. Well, I'd have to say, in all, this has been a really good day. We didn't catch any fish, but boy, just spending time by the water was pretty nice. And we saw a crazy bobber moving, swimming back and forth for a while. Holy cow. And then I think it was a blue heron that came in across the water. I'm pretty sure I got footage of that. And then those turkey vultures, we didn't get to see all of them because I looked up and noticed them. And there was just a ton of them just going by there before I was able to actually get some footage of it. And then, of all things, we see a flock of turkeys. Now that's rare. There's a good population of turkeys here in Indiana, but outside of the wooded areas, you don't see them that often. But anyway, my friends, in all, I think it's been a really good day. So right now, as I said earlier, Red's all set up and good to go, so we're just going to kick back, enjoy this joker, and relax for about an hour. And then, we'll see about getting dinner going. So everybody, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. And so far, this has been a really good one. So here's to you, my friends. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up when I'm ready to get dinner going. Well, I just cleaned this thing off this morning. Nature. All right, my friends, let me get a few things set up, and we'll get to cooking. All right, my friends, it's dinner time, and we're having tuna melts. Well, at least one, maybe two. But I brought some homemade tuna salad. So first thing we're going to do, there it is. We're going to get this going on a really low flame. If I can get to come on. I hear it now. There we go. Don't want the pan to get too hot too fast, but I have a trick to show you. So right now, grab us a slice of cheese. It's soft. There we go. Set you right there. So we're going to build it first. Try to. Try to keep it all up. Try to keep it off the edges too much. It looks pretty good. Take our next slice of bread, set it on there. Sure brought a napkin over here. Then we'll get our butter. Now, depending on that low flame there, take our butter, then we just color in our bread. That way you don't spread, you're not spreading, well, this butter isn't all that cold, but you don't tear your bread that way. And you're getting a little butter on the bottom of your pan. Looks pretty good. All right, then this is the tricky part. Take it, it upside down, put it right in there. And then while it's in there, you'll probably turn that heat up a little bit. Go ahead and get the other side. Looks pretty good. Turn the heat up a little bit. And we just wait for it to toast. All right, we're halfway there, my friends. I just flipped her. These don't take too long to make, and that's kind of nice. All right, my friends, let's dig in. I didn't mess with the stove too much because I figured once I finish this one, they cook up pretty quick. I think maybe 4 minutes. I can make another one that way. It's not sitting around getting attacked by bugs or anything. Oh, that's a spectacular sandwich. Oh. And I just have some barbecue chips to go with it. Oh my goodness. Well, my friends, I'm gonna get through this sandwich, and odds are I'm gonna make a second one. So, well, once we get done eating, we'll probably get that campfire going because we're losing daylight pretty quick. So, everybody, appreciate you hanging in there. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up after dinner. Good stuff. Ah. Oop. Going in for number 2, my friends. That was a tasty sandwich. Well, as soon as I get through this one, we'll definitely get that campfire going. All right, my friends, let's get our campfire going for tonight. Oh my goodness. And we'll start with that one. A little chunk of something in here. Yeah, well, tiny piece. Oops, forgot the lighter. Kind of important when you're starting a campfire. Oh, and everybody out there that may be new to the channel, this is just Vaseline and a cotton ball. Cheapest fire starter you can create. Minimal effort. Works great. Just rub the Vaseline in there pretty good. Moisturizes your fingers. It'll burn for 2 to 3 minutes. There we go. All right, my friends, I'm going to tend to this a little bit and start getting our dinner mess cleaned up. Because we're in a daylight fast. Holy cow. Nope, I need those. Just about done. tuna. Let's go ahead and put this monster on here. Hopefully not crush it. There we go. Ah. Ah. That's nice. Got everything's all done. I had red set up hours ago. Well, about 2 hours ago. Oh my goodness. This is pretty nice. And we're definitely starting to see a little bit more color change in the leaves. That's pretty nice. I like that. Starting to feel like fall. And like our temperatures today, I think the high was supposed to be about 78. And it's going to get down to about 52 tonight. So, I would have preferred, well, 52 is fine. I would have preferred though a little bit closer to 72 during the day, but it was nice. It was pleasant. Didn't really get hot at all. Oh. Oh. And those are some mighty good sandwiches. Oh my goodness. Well, my friends, as I said earlier, that sun's setting pretty quick. So I'm just going to relax here for the rest of the evening by the campfire. Enjoy some mostly peace and quiet. There's a good amount of ruckus. There's a decent number of kids in the campground, but that's okay. They're just having fun, and typically by dark they settle down pretty good. Well, my friends, again, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you coming along on my little camping adventures. This was a nice one. We got out for 2 nights. Oh, don't get that too often, so I'm glad when I can. So everybody out there, y'all take care, and I'll see you for coffee in the morning. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh, I've been sitting here enjoying this cup of coffee and listening to the birds this morning. Holy cow. Seems like this whole adventure was about birds. From considering what we saw yesterday. And that's really the only critters that we've come across on this episode. Oh, that was kind of interesting. I was surprised we didn't. I was hopeful we'd see some squirrels or maybe a raccoon or something, but nope. It was all about the birds. But I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I mean, that was pretty neat to see that group of turkeys yesterday as we're headed to our second little attempt at fishing. Oh, oh my gosh, that was something else. But it was great just to sit by the lakes and just enjoy some time outside. And I would say peace and quiet. Peace and quiet definitely on our second location. That first one we had that we're kind of on the side of a little bridge embankment, so there's a little bit of road noise there. But it's in all, it was still nice to sit there by the water. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to polish off this cup of coffee, and then, we'll get motivated and get red packed up and head back to the city. Little update. As this video comes out, my videos typically come out every Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm currently right now, this Monday, at the body shop. We're getting red fixed up, so I'm looking forward to that. He's going to get a nice new bumper, so that's fortunate. So everybody out there, just want to give you that little update. But as I was saying, we're going to pack up here directly and head back to the city. So everyone out there, I just want to tell you how much I truly appreciate you coming along on my little camping adventures. I really do. And this was a nice one, bonus night and all. So everybody out there, here's to you. Y'all take care. And as always, I'll see you soon.